gosh, that was amazing.
Hold up. You drive me crazy. Number one, girl, you can't replace me. Lead a club, these bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't call my phone, so why you showing up? Never. I'm taking them shots, my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these be acting so material. Hold up, we the boys.
We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed in the arena here in Houston, Texas. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Houston Rockets. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in the 3 slot. And that one's good. Beverly.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Howard kicks to Moniunas. Stolen by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Harden against Barnes. And Harden with the stuff.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson comes with the double team. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
It's Curry outside.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
3 on 3. Pass to Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Now Curry. James Harden missing on the 3. Barnes dishes to Thompson. And it's Houston on the break. And here they go. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Spades the pass to Iguodala. Kicks to Spades. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Harden.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston. Golden State also making some changes. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. No one near him. That's good on the jump shot.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the contest. Rockets leading by 3. Passes to Ariza. Iguodala with the steal. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Livingston's got 5 points so far.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala out there with Festus Ezeli. Then it's Rush. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Livingston in the point guard position. Rockets trail. And now running up the court, Brewer pushing it up.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Clark, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And it's Terry off the drive. Doesn't get the finger roll. Here's Rush. The shot will not go. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Gallagher. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Outside for Curry. And there's the pass to Green. Curry dishes to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Barnes has got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Making a change here. Thompson's checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Terry against Curry. It's stolen by Green. There's the feed to Curry. Let's go. Another miss by Curry.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball. Down low. Curry with the steal. Now the dish to Thompson. And here's Green outside. And he gets it to go. Green's got 6. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Montezumas comes in for Michael Beasley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Corey Brewer. And James Harden subbed in for Goudlock. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jason Terry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Dishes to Green. Golden State moving it around. And it's Curry at the elbow. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Harden kicks to Montezumas. Curry with the steal.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
The Warriors making a switch here. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. It's Harden with the drive. Moniunas passes to Harden. Goes back up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
They set the pick. And stolen by Ariza. And we're through the first half of... And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
Oh! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6 going into the final games.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Curry can't get it to go. It's Harden with the drive, and he misses the go-ahead basket. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12 and 16 against the other playoff teams out West. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Moniunas. And then for Golden State, Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Barnes, and Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Brewer is checked in for Ariza. And it's Therrien for Patrick Beverley. The three, no good from Clark. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Bogut. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Golden State also making some changes. Iguodala comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Iguodala with this screen on Beverley. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Green dishes to Livingston. Tries again. And here's Iguodala outside. Warriors the rebound. The tray. It's stolen by Ariza. Harden against Iguodala. Harden outside. Feeds it to Ariza. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark. Moniunas passes to Howard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Green. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the final.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Harden kicks to Beverley. To the inside. Houston moving it around. Harden outside. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's 6 points for Howard. The Warriors trailing. It's Iguodala with the drive.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He doesn't get the second one.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they led it or kept some of those big names.
Inside, here's Howard, and the rejection by Ezeli. Moniunas dishes to Howard. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Rockets.
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Warriors shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Harden's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's Iguodala missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Rockets on top. They're up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Houston in the lead. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the small forward position. And finished off by Bogut.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Timeout called the Warriors. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
To give you an idea about the Rockets and how often they are taking threes, almost 40% of their field goal attempts last year were three-pointers. I mean, they've taken the analytics to its extreme there.
Outside Curry. Thompson passes to Curry. 6 on the shot clock.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's stolen by Bogut. To the middle. Here's Barnes.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the Rockets took a ton of threes last season and set an NBA record for the most made threes in a season. Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Harden gets to Moniunas. Now here's Harden. Lets it go with the three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Curry with the three.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
He's gotten a lot of individual defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really bothered him and thrown him off.
Timeout. Guard it. Timeout charge.
Timeout called the Rockets.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Reeves it dishes to Howard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Curry passes to Barnes. Fires the three. Another miss by Curry.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
That one goes. Count it.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. A tough 4th quarter for him. 6 attempts with only 1 make to show for it. Tough.
1:35 left here in the 4th quarter. Moniunas kicks to Harden. From deep. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson for 3. That is good.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And Beverly kicks to Howard. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Curry with the three. Again, Curry missing.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, you can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Green dishes to Thompson. He kicks to Barnes. Shoots it. No luck. Good D by Ariza. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Green, the screen. Launches it. Thompson passes to Bogut. Curry outside. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 3. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To tie it up. Off target from downtown. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 3. 9 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. But they recover it. For the tie. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
And that, guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And it's the Warriors to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
To the middle. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. 16 points for Steph Curry. Rockets trail by 5. Terry kicks to Capella. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And for Houston, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Harden kicks to Howard. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Howard. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Green with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And that's 13 points for Draymond Green.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Curry attacking. Again, Golden State.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Launches a 3. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Ariza. Yes!
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for him.
And Curry, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. And it's the Rockets with the ball.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And the Warriors with possession here. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to Harden. To tie. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, film antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an